Welcome back, everybody, to a Younger View in Sports. And I'd like to start this video off with an apology. Tua, I am sorry. I am sorry for judging you on your first start against the LA Rams. It was not fair because you came out and you beat the Arizona Cardinals and looked great doing it. 20 for 28, 248 yards and 2 passing touchdowns. What a game you had. Tua looked incredibly comfortable. And Tua, if you are watching this, I would love to have you on the show, Mr. Tagovailoa. It would be great. I doubt you'll ever see this video, but I would love to have you on the show. Now, Tua looked incredibly comfortable in that game. He looked like, okay, yeah, I can do this. And he can. He showed he can. Now, the Cardinals' defense isn't the best. We know that. We know the Cardinals' defense is not the best it is. It's a rebuilding defense. I think once they give Isaiah Simmons more snaps, that defense will start turning around quickly. But Budda Baker's really come on. He was right in his face the whole time, and Tua looked comfortable. I think some of this needs to go to Brian Flores. Brian Flores had a great game plan for coaching this game. You know, he made the quick throws when he needed to. Tua made the short throws, and he could air it out deep, as we saw. You know, a lot of these throws were great. So I think Brian Flores had a great game plan designed around this team. He knows Budda Baker is emerging this year. He's kind of a breaking out year. Becoming one of the better safeties in the league as of this year, and he's just playing well. So Brian Flores and Tua, I think, are a great match. I think Brian Flores is actually one of the more underrated coaches in the league. I think he's done a great job building up this program in Miami. I think he's, building this team up. He's got a good culture down there. This team played hard last year. They were tanking, of course. They were trying to get bad. They wanted Tua. Of course, they did not expect the Bengals to be that bad, and they did not expect Joe Burrow to emerge that well. But they got Tua. That's their guy. Tua is their guy. So they like him. It's shown there. They saw him in practice, and they're like, yeah, let's put him in. And now Miami is the 7th seed and is looking to make the playoffs, and I think they can with the schedule they got coming up. But, I want to say this Dolphins team is a lot better as a whole than it was last year. I mean, we saw this team was playing good last year, and it put the Patriots in the wild card and ended Tom Brady in New England. So good job for them. Fitzpatrick, of course, really helped build this team up instead of Josh Rosen. Poor Josh Rosen. He's another guy for another video. But, I just think Brian Flores has coached this defense very well. They actually went out and got moves. They got Kyle Van Noy. They got Xavier Howard to boost secondary. They drafted offensive line, too, with one of their 3 first-round picks, and Noah Igbeabi. I thought that was a little reach out of Auburn, but, hey, he's playing okay so far. But I think one of the things that we saw Tua show off in that defense was his ability to throw out of the pocket and use his legs. I think his legs are one of the more underrated parts of his game. You don't really see people talk about how he can run around and stuff, but 7 rushes for 35 yards. And, we watched the footage. I think it was about 2 years ago, a year before Joe Burrow happened for LSU. Tua made an incredible run to seal the game, So I think his legs can help boost him in the end. I think he's more mobile than people experience. I don't think he's like a Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray type, but I think he can run when he has to, and he can make the throws on the run that we saw. So, again, I think this Dolphins team has come around. I think Brian Flores had a great game plan. I think Tua looks a lot more comfortable. That's on me. I'm sorry for judging you on your first start because you looked like you had the it factor in this game. You did. This team played well, and I think Tua can reel the Miami Dolphins, to the playoffs. He can lead this team to the playoffs. It'll be an incredible story, and Tua might get AFC Rookie of the Year, honestly, at this point. I do think it probably should go to Justin Herbert. He is outplaying Joe Burrow as much people don't think. Less games, but he's leading him in more stats, except for maybe yards. I think Justin Herbert has been better than Joe Burrow this year. But yeah, Tua can definitely lead this Dolphins team to the playoff. Brian Flores, just keep building this team up. I like Brian Flores a lot. I like Tua a lot. The future is bright in Miami. Thank you for listening.